2기에서 메인폰이 귀환했다고요? 그랬구나. 수고했다.
In another world, a bowl. Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
자, 멋있다. 자, 드래곤즈 도그마 이어서 플레이해보도록 하겠습니다. 완전 왕 같죠 이제? 자, 오늘 이제 뭘 해야 되냐면, 자, 요거 갑시다. D사의 추문을 찾는다. 심야부터 동틀역까지 뒷문과 D사의 집무실이 열린 틈을 타 D사의 집무실에서 추문에 관한 물건을 찾는다.
It's been some time since we last saw the young man who coveted that ornate box. Mayhap we ought to seek him out.
여기 앉아있잖아 임마.
Follow me.
너 왜 그래?
Again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might.
돈 내놔.
Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covered for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Which reminds me, I fear I cannot repay the full Pray, take this for now. My apologies, friend. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope...
장난하냐?
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
그래? 돈을 다 안 갚네? 오케이, 밤 됐어. 자, 가보자. 출입 제한. 장소와 시간대에 따라 각성 전화 폰의 출입 금지된 경우가 있습니다. 이게 아마 그 1편처럼 이 성 안에는 폰이 못 들어가는 그런 설정인 것 같죠?
You are the Arisen. The captain gave me your description. Follow me.
가자. 왕궁구야. 이거 원 때랑 똑같네 이거. 이게 여기 아마 자유롭게 이제 나중에 돌아다닐 수 있게 되면 여기에 먹을 거 엄청 많거든요? 여기 꼭대기마다 상자가 그냥 널려 있습니다. 노다지예요 여기. 몇 군데 좀 파봐야 될 것 같아요.
Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray be cautious, Your Majesty.
이거 봐. 상자가 널렸죠? 이거 입어? 이러면은 못 알아차리지 않겠냐고? 이것 봐. 여기가 노다지. 이 성 안이 노다지입니다. 안 걸리겠지? 가까이 가면 걸릴래나? 뭐 노리 까고 있는데? 여기야. 아무도 없는데요? 야, 다 털어. 다 털어가. 이씨. 야, 이거 가져가, 이거. 아니야? 뭐야? 아, 이거다. 찢어진 밀사족.
Who's there?
너 누구더라?
Pray,
어디서 보낸대?
keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me.
아, 얘 아까 걔야? 나한테 돈 안 갚으네?
That is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose.
아, 알아보나 보네, 이렇게 입어도.
My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent King Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
여기로 나가라는 소리네. 먹을 거 없지? 간다.
I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee inform us. If aught were to happen.
아, 이제? 아니, 성을 조금 더 파먹을 수 있었을 것 같은데. 아이템 많을 것 같은데. 얘는 맨날 여기 앉아있다.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
요거
How
했어.
fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you take this.
Seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, and many a time as Disa demanded Waldar, and many a time as the magistrate refused her. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty, thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law, what say you?
오케이.
I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeon. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Should you be discovered, I will be unable.
그렇대. 약간
Over
무서운데?
here, if you please.
오케이, 가자. 그러면 일단은 저기 상점 가서 지금 아까 성에서 먹고 나온 거 싹 팔게요.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did.
$1,200원짜리였어 이거 하나에? 자, 지하 감옥으로 가려는데 이쪽으로 바닷가 쪽에 있었던 것 같거든요. 이쪽으로 가면 될 것 같죠, 이제 느낌상.
Do you know how long you'll be?
오케이.
Only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
자, 간다.
It's not our place to hurry the arisen.
그래, 얌전히 기다려라. 길을 찾아버렸네. 어떻게 가다가?
This might be more than I can endure.
뭔데? 들어가도 돼?
I'm in it now.
이게 뭐야? 공격 안 하네? 다 열게요. 이거 앞에 문 열리는 것 같은데? 부실 수 있을 것 같은데?
Best quality of soldiers now. Loyalty.
얘네 나한테 크게 관심이 없는데 아무도 없어. 쟨가? 혹시 너니?
Have you come to
맞다.
release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Or Jesus arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts, and I need not turn my ear. That said, if you know of a place, tell me. I suspected as much. Then
A place to quench one's thirst for knowledge, eh? I'll
너
admit,
어디서
it is
얘기하는
an
거야?
intriguing prospect.
Well, now, I'm not sure.
기식에 향한 갈망을 채워줄 장소를 찾으려는데요? 거길 내가 어떻게 찾아? 일단은 그 벨먼트인가 바먼트인가 뭔가 걔한테 얘기를 좀 해야 되는데 뭔 소리야?
And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it should,
오 뭐야? 어?
This is not an encounter I'd foreseen. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! Quite the view from up here. Shall we see how high I can scale? Well said. Well done. Arisen, are you alright?
나이스. 잡았어.
Splendid. This boat was marked by my master for the ultimate. Now I can report a successful hunt.
Well said.
얘가 근데 어떻게 여기 나왔지? 알았고 일단 밤까지 좀 기다릴까요? 아롤도의
I get
소문?
word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open.
There is only one
또
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to
이거
place
업무가
books likely to entice, Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things.
받을까 그냥? 받읍시다.
To tend to. If we are to, for some time now, and so, in honor of his the false
무대회가 열리고
identity
있대요.
is still, but may up approaching the false sovereign at one of these What say you, Your Majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerade. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the here. They take care, Your Majesty. Masquerades being as they are, you will require much is made of appearances at
적절한
such
복장?
gatherings. And
느낌 쎄한데 아까 나 팔았는데 그거?
there is much
아니겠지
we
설마?
ought to tend to. If we are to, while examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regents for some time now, it's what's more. This cannot be mere happenstance, yet 'tis strange. But I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that you. I am glad to hear it.
다 받았어.
There
더
is
이상
much
없지?
we ought to tend to. If do not forget that we were.
욕을 해야 되는데. 지식을 향한 갈망을 채워줄 장소. 노원의 집에 캔들이 알고 있을지도 모른다고 했다. 얘인가 보다. 너냐 캔들이?
Well met, Sir
맞네.
Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor?
천은 좀 그래. 잠깐만, 천은 좀 그래.
Well met, Sir Arisen.
식량을
Might I
건넨다.
trouble you for alms for the poor?
자, 최상급 하나 먹어라.
Many thanks. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for Many thanks. Hold on a moment. You see, one of the children, Malcolm, his name is. This building's very. Might I impose on?
I suppose it goes without saying that our first step ought to be gathering information.
자, 얘를 먼저 찾아줘야지. 뭐야 이거? 내 거냐?
Simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never
찾아줘야지 나한테 정보를
Who shall
주려나?
we speak with first?
What should I do? What to do? I've no mother or father to. I wanted to get them the problem. Do you think you could help me? All I need is for true. I'm sure you'll find them pretty. Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, say, would you mind terribly if I asked? See, one of my friends. All you have to do is. But there's the problem. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to for true? And I'll be waiting. Is Malcolm alright? We were supposed to go explore. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking for.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
지하 탐험.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were. But you mentioned rubble, aye? And perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly.
오케이, 간다. 멜컴을 찾아야지.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now,
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
이거랑 이어지는구나.
Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is why I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, sir? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, as for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may... Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here.
오케이.
It is surely any scholar's dream.
그 아저씨한테 일단은 알려주면 될 것 같고, 감옥에 있는 아저씨한테 알려주고, 일단 내가 조금 돌아다녀 봐야죠. 엄청 보물 같은 게 있을 거야, 분명히. 쥐뿔도 없네, 젠장을. 내려가도 돼? 안 돼? 간다? 할 얘기가 있어서 그래, 그 아저씨한테. 어이, 할배. 찾았어.
Have you found some place I might sate my
찾았다고.
scholarly Oh, to think such a place existed. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit.
와, 따라와. 일로 나가면 안 되지. 겁나 카리스마 있어. 걸어오잖아. 나도 뛰어가는데 할배인데 걸어오네. 뭔가 세상의 이치를 통달해버린 걸까? 보통 할아버지가 아니야.
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
자, 발데마르를 나오게 했고요. 그리고 맞습니다.
Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you?
아니요.
You do not possess it. If you've deposited it somewhere else, if you've lost it, mayhap it's been put up for sale at the scraps. It's a curious shop where all manner of useless. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? It seems Magistrate Wardor, mayhap it would be prudent to. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you?
계속 달라 그러네.
You do not possess it. If you've deposited it, else if you've lost it.
명품점. 오케이.
알았어.
명품점을 한번 찾아봐야 되겠구만. 분명히 거기 좋은 게 있을 거야. 자, 그러면 이거 좀 나중에 하고, 왜냐면 이게 감옥에 내가 들어갈 수도 있잖아요. 감옥에 들어갈 수도 있기 때문에 어느 정도 좀 괜찮아지면 합시다. 가짜 왕의 계획. 요거 할까? 아까 뭐였지? 요거부터 갑시다.
Onward to Vernworth Castle. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate.
자, 아로이도라는 놈을 좀 조사를 해봐야 될 것 같아요. 아주 괘씸한 놈이죠. 근데 걔가 누구지? 그러든가.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
We've arrived, I see. That's a relief. Apologies, Master, but you will have to do without us for the time being.
오케이, 고생했다.
You are the Arisen. Follow me.
너 그때 걔잖아. 뭐 처음 본 사람 취급해. 좀 전에 봤잖아 임마. 한 30분 전에.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part.
오케이 간다.
Pray, be cautious.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
나 이렇게 돌아다녀도 돼? 나 그거 안 입었어. 어어어. 깜짝이야 이씨. 아, 안 될 것 같더라. 아이씨. 야, 조졌다. 아우, 아유, 야, 한 번에 죽여 이럴 거면. 씨. 아이, 미친 게임이야 진짜. 자, 사트입니다. 자, 보니까 아까 이쪽으로 들어갔죠? 아, 이걸 괜히 다 팔아가지고. 얘네들은 공격 안 하지? 병사들이 문제인데.
He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
Aye, it happened just yesterday, in fact. Put me in the right state when I saw the door unguarded. Still, I suppose there's not much to worry about. It's not as if we let thieves wander around the palace, eh?
오케이. 때리.
Have courage!
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
아, 네, 죄송합니다. 야, 이거를 몇 틀을 하냐. 미치겠네, 진짜.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say. I'm not sure who gave the orders, but...
자, 이 정도로 해서 나 갔다 올게. 자, 다시 갑니다. 얘가 날 공격할까요? 안 할까요? 여기 아무도 없어. 자, 아무도 없어. 달려, 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 달려. 아무도 없어. 나이스. 여기야. 뭔가 진행되고 있어.
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers.
나가 천천히. 아무도 없겠지? 예스. 뭘 조사해? 조사할 거 빨리. 없어. 조사할게. 응? 어? 아니 어떻게 된 거야? 버그인가? 이거 같거든요, 이거? 아니 뭐? 아, fuck. 가 그냥. 간다. 아, 쉣. 아이씨, 진짜. 아니 뭐야, 뭐? 어떻게 되는 거야 지금 이게? 아, 여기로 내려갑시다. 자, 그럼 어그로 풀렸겠지? 다시 올라가봐. 아, 뭔가 버그가 있나? 이런 데서 뭘 먹고 가야 되나? 나이스. 뭔가 있을 것 같더라. 영광의 케이프. 야, 제대로 왕됐구만. 자, 다시 가봐. 내가 못 찾는 거야? 아까 이런 게 안 쓰러져 있었는데? 뭘까? 깜짝이야. 이런 게 있었네? 아우, 놀래라. 바탈의 인장이 찍힌, 오케이. 아, 비밀벽이 있었어? 뭐야?
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
야, 이거 다시 닫아놔. 일로 나가면 안 되잖아. 오, 걸렸어. 야, 쟤! 걸렸어. 하지마. 나갈게. 아이고. 나갈게.
Well.
뭐야? 누구세요?
Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace.
너 누구신데요?
How did you get in here?
저 아까 누가 보내줬는데요?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
눈치 없는 녀석 같으니라고. 어른들의 세계를 해병아리가 어떻게 이해하겠냐.
You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered.
지금까지 나온 애들 중에 가장 호감인데? 이유를 묻는다.
I don't appreciate having my motives questioned.
아 그래요?
I did as
감사합니다.
I saw fit. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold.
가게로 와? 다 살게요. 아, 야, 근데 날이 밝았는데? 아, 근데 애들이 그냥 무조건 와가지고 막 배워버리니까 그런 거 짜증나네. 아니 때렸다 안 때렸다 하니까 이걸 어느 장단에다가 맞춰야 될지 잘 모르겠어요. 때릴 때도 있고 안 때릴 때도 있어.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
뭐 좀 알아냈지 내가. 법무관의 행방.
Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you?
아니 이건 좀 나중에 할게.
You do not possess it. If you've deposited it, else if you've lost it, it's a curious show.
알았어. 명품 좀 갖다 오고 일단.
Speak of, Your Majesty.
아니 저 열쇠 아니었으면 전 아마 감옥에서 죽지 않았을까요? 그러다가 게임을 접었을 수도 있어요.
I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we
육회의
offer you
목소리?
the power of the god. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion. A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund, and I fear such a partnership would only portend the draw. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind.
오케이.
Queen Regent
증적의 반지 5,500원.
As a reward for Your Majesty, you will of course require raiment.
뭐야? 정장을 입고 베른트를 만난다?
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen Your
직위연애.
Majesty's court shall change once we. If Your Majesty has any unfinished business to Your Majesty, there's a time. I apologize for my brusqueness. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty?
글쎄. 뭐 어떻게 해야 돼? 그러면 다른 데 갔다 와?
I have been pursuing all of the Would Your Majesty be willing to? Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to.
자, 일단 그 정장이 얼마인지 보자. 요즘 정장 비싼데 이거. 이런 걸 거 아니야. 155,000원이야. 나 이거 팔아가지고 아레네 자켓을 이게 30만원 있어야 되는데 어떡하지?
Many thanks.
이거 큰일 났네. 어떻게 해야 되냐. 30만원. 아니 저 성에 하나 더 있지 않을까요? 성에 들어가서 좀 뒤져봅시다. 그러면 방법이 없어요.
Beg pardon, see, a friend of mine wouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one.
뭔데 이거?
And you'd have. Well, you needn't decide this.
왜 이렇게 비싸? 잠깐만. 야 이런데 있지 않겠냐? 얘도 하나 정도는 가지고 있을 거 아니야. 연애 같은 거 하려면 그죠? 와 역시 천재 씨.
This is generally used as a material.
야 이걸 얻어버리네. 알았어 시끄러. 말하지 마. 나 지금 기분 좋아. 야, 이 비싼 거, 씨. 아, 좋아. 올라가 봐. 안녕하세요. 수고 많으시네요. 예스. 왜 그래요? 갈게. 야, 가지마. 하지마. 죽이지 마. 아니, 가져가니까 때리네.
I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here. Shall we head there now? 'Twould save us
나
having
계속
to make
쫓아오네
it
이거.
again.
큰일 났다. 아니야, 갈게. 내가 칼 들고 있어서 그런가 봐. 이거 가져갔다고 귀싸대기 맞았네. 뭐 귀싸대기랑 뭐 바꿀 수 있지 충분히. 근데 귀 두 짝쯤이야. 자, 그래서 이걸 입을까? 그러면 하고 이렇게 입으면 돼. 이렇게 입으면 안 돼? 야, 괜찮지 이렇게는.
If Your Majesty has any unfinished, Your Majesty, that attire. I apologize for my brusqueness. Is there aught else you would speak of? Your Majesty, do not.
잠깐만, 그러면 바지도 뿌려야 되나? 잠깐만, 그러면 알았어, 너 기다려. 나 바지 갖고 온다. 아니, 또 싸움이 날 수 있기 때문에 일단은 옷은 입고 가야죠.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
어디였지? 계속 따라오니? 안 따라온다. 안 따라오지? 쉣. 야, 이쪽이야. 저 따라온다.
My curative magics are at your disposal.
아니, 미쳤나 이게 진짜. 야, 이 형님 너무 센데? 잘한다. 이거 죽여도 되나 이거? 뭔데 얘? 부활 같은 소리 하고 있네. 너 누구야? 아니야, 됐어. 야, 됐어. 야. 됐어. 그만해. 그만 죽여. 우린 잘못 없어. 알았어, 바지만 하나 가져갈게요. 아이, 거참 야박하시네 이거. 게임을 10만원이나 주고 샀는데. 예. 아유, 잘 됐네. 그냥. 응? 자, 뭐 또 있어요? 가자. 이 집은 이제 다 볼장 본 것 같아.
Excuse me?
빨리 와.
Very well. I shall.
총장을 갖춰 입었다. 예.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen or shall change, if Your Majesty has any unfinished business, very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow.
오케이. Yes. 왜 그래?
Pray leave this place. My body.
왜 그래?
It refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, Your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern.